Alright then, so now we've created that backend project on Firebase, and we've also installed Firebase tools locally on our computer as well, and we're going to need those tools to deploy our application, but also initialize and test an application as well here on our computer. So I've opened up VS Code, and you can see I've got a couple of files, or 3 files rather, in this tree over here. It's just an index.html file, some very simple HTML in here, literally is an H1, a little nav going to index.html and about.html. Notice we have a class of active on this because this is the home page. Then down here we have a div with a class of container, an article, and some dummy content. So this is a very, very basic website. We also have an about.html file which is almost identical, and it just has an about us title right here. This time the class of active is on the about link as well. So we have these 2 pages, and also we have a styles.css. Now the reason I've not gone through making this and showing you how I've made this template is because it doesn't really matter what your template is, what your HTML is, or what your CSS is. And we're not here to learn about HTML and CSS. I'm here to show you how to take your website, which could be a number of different HTML files in this case, as well as CSS files and JavaScript files, and then deploy that to Firebase. So this is just a simple static website with 2 pages, that's all. Now what we need to do is initialize a Firebase project locally here inside this folder. So to do that, we need to open up a terminal. I'm going to go to View and then go down to Terminal so we can see this. Make sure you're in the correct directory, Firebase hosting. That's the name of this directory I have open in VS Code. If you need to change into a new directory, you use the CD command. We say change directory, then into the folder name. Or to go up a level, we use cd ... I'll demo this. cd ... and I go up to Sandbox. If I say cd Firebase-hosting, which is this directory right here, then I go into that directory. So now we're inside the correct directory. Let me just clear this console, and now we need to initialize a new Firebase project. Now we do that using the Firebase tools that we installed previously. So we say Firebase first of all, then we say init to initialize a Firebase project. Now this is just going to ask you a couple of questions, and we get this nice little diagram of Firebase as well. That's pretty cool. And down here the first question is, you're about to initialize a Firebase project in this directory, and it shows this directory. That is where we want to do it. Are you ready to proceed? You betcha. So type yes and enter. Now this is asking us what different services that we're going to be using for this project on Firebase. Now, like I said, Firebase comes with a whole host of different services like a database, functions, storage, etc. We are just going to be using hosting for this tutorial. So use the arrow keys to go down to hosting, then press spacebar. You'll see that little asterisk next to it now, then press enter. Okay, so now it's asking us to link this project on our computer to a backend on Firebase. So because we logged in the last tutorial by saying Firebase login, it's linking us now to the different backend projects that we have set up for those credentials on Firebase. And it's detecting that I've got this one right here that we set up in the last tutorial, which is Firebase Hosting Ninja. That is the backend that I want to link this project up with. So I'm going to press enter on that. And it's asking us now, what do you want to be your public directory? This directory is the thing that's ultimately going to get pushed up or deployed to the Firebase servers. So anything that's in this folder will be deployed. I'm just going to leave it as default for now, called public. Okay, now it's saying, do we want to configure this as a single page application, i.e. rewrite all URLs to index.html? Now make sure you choose no for this option, because this rewrite is for single page applications only, maybe something that you create with Vue or React. And if we select yes, it means that Firebase is going to redirect users to a single index page no matter what the request URL looks like, and we don't want that because we have different pages, about and index. So I'm going to select no for that and press enter. Okay, so now this is complete. It's initialized a project here for us locally inside this folder, and we can see a few different things over here now. We can see this firebase.json, and this is some different settings for our Firebase project. We're going to look at this in a separate tutorial later on down the line, so don't worry too much about that now. And we also see this Firebase source right here. This is basically telling Firebase which project this is linking up to on the back end. We also have a git ignore file in case we upload this to Git. It creates that for us. And then we have this public folder. Remember, this public folder is the thing that is going to get deployed to Firebase servers. So what we want to do is move all of our stuff out here, our index, about, and styles, into this public folder. But when you open this, you're going to automatically notice we get an index file. That is the dummy index file that Firebase creates for us. So we don't actually need that. So what I'm going to do is delete that index file. Hopefully, it also provides us with a 404 page. So if they go to something that we don't have a page for example, contact.html in our case, then it's going to serve up this 404 page. So we could edit this if we wanted to. That's really nice that they create one for us. I'm not going to edit that for now. I'll just keep it as it originally is. And what we want to do now is put all of our different files that we want for this project inside the public folder, because that is the folder that is going to get deployed. So I'm putting the index file in there, the about file, and the styles file as well. So now we have everything that we need for our website inside this public folder. Now when we deploy, it's going to take that public folder and push it up to the Firebase servers so that then we can see it online. But before we do that, it's always a good idea to test things locally on our computer first of all. Now with the Firebase tools comes a local development server that we can use to test this locally in a browser. Now to do that, we're going to have to say Firebase and then serve. Press enter, and this is going to serve it up on a local development server. And we can see now it's spun up localhost port 5000. So I'm going to control click to follow that link. It's opened up on a different page. So let me just scoot this across over here, and we can see now this is a website. Now, I'm not expecting to wow you with my design skills right here. I've just made a really simple site just to demo how we can deploy this to Firebase. But anyway, this is what it looks like. And notice we can do things like go between these two pages, and it works. So index.html and about.html when we click on that. So that is our website. Now, if we wanted to make changes, we could do so. We could come over here. Let me just make this a smaller box, and then if I go into public and index.html, and I'm going to say welcome to the dojo instead, save that and refresh over here, go to home, we can see now it's updated over here as well. So that's how we can test our website locally. After we've put everything into the public folder, we just go to Firebase serve down here inside the terminal. It serves it up on a local development server, port 5000 in this case. It might be something different on your computer, but now we can test it inside the browser so that we know this is what it's going to look like when we ultimately deploy it to the Firebase servers. So now we've done that, we've initialized a project right here, and we've got this public folder with everything in it that we need to deploy. The next step is to deploy this to Firebase, and we're going to see how to do that in the next video.